me. It's a highly unconventional topic, and we have been ignoring this aspect of succession planning throughout our life. And it assumes greater importance in present scenario where there is a lot of uncertainty, there are a lot of fear in and around, and people are not clear about what is going to happen in future. एंड मोर स्पेसिफिकली जो एक सबसे बड़ा रीजन होता था नहीं नहीं इसके बारे में सोचने के लिए कि टाइम नहीं है. यू हैव सफिशिएंट टाइम टुडे टू थिंक ऑफ इट, टू एक्ट ऑन इट, टू प्लान अबाउट इट. लेट मी शेयर माय स्क्रीन विथ यू. Let me take you through a real life situation. Aman and Simran, they meet at the work, friends थे, धीरे धीरे प्यार हुआ 24 साल की उम्र में. And at the age of 26 they decided to get married. 30 साल की उम्र में दो बच्चे हुए. अब बच्चे होने के बाद रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बढ़ गई, तो जैसा हम लोग सोचते हैं कि कब तक नौकरी करेंगे, लेट्स स्टार्ट आवर ओन. So they have started their own consultancy firm at the age of 31 with lot of ambitions, lot of targets, lot of thought process. At the age of 40 today, the life is perfect, the work-life balance is there, family beautifully growing, living happily and satisfied. One fine day, they got a call from German company, which is based in Bangalore, to have some consultancy assignment. And both of them decided to travel for 3 days. At home, there was ailing mother and their both kids. So what Simran has decided to invite her sister Tanu to take care of them when they are, they are traveling to Bangalore. Third day, Tanu picks the phone and the person on the other side has informed her that Aman and Simran met an accident. Aman died on spot. Simran is critical. Samir, who is Aman's brother, left immediately for Bangalore, and he has returned with two dead bodies. Friends, these type of instances we keep on listening, we keep on hearing, we keep on reading in the newspaper, but still we do not pay heed to these situations because हम लोग को ये लगता है कि ये हमारे साथ नहीं होने वाला है. इसका आफ्टर इफेक्ट क्या हुआ? द फैमिली इज फुली शटर्ड. फैमिली कैसे मैनेज होगी इन द टाइम टू कम? नोबडी हैज एनी आइडिया. Who will look after the maintenance of the family? Who will take care of the upbringing of the children? Who will support them mentally? Who will support them emotionally? Who will take care of the ailing mother? इनके assets क्या क्या हैं? Nobody knows. Assets कहाँ हैं? उनकी डिटेल्स क्या है? कंसल्टेंसी बिजनेस जो इन्होंने 10 साल पहले चालू किया था, ओवर द पीरियड दे हैव बिल्ड अ गुड बिजनेस. But what is the present value that consultancy business is going to fetch out of that? As both the co-founders are no more. 10 साल का एफर्ट 1 मिनट में zero. How would they meet their regular requirement? How would one protect from misappropriation of wealth that they have accumulated over the period of time for their family? These are some of the questions which we need to think of. If we look at the statistics जो कि PIB ने publish किया था, in India there are 3 crore cases which are pending before various courts in India, and 76% of them belongs to family and the property dispute. United States, if we talk about US, people are proactive so far as succession planning is concerned. will के बारे में लोगों की awareness अच्छी है, irrespective of whether they are literate, whether they are illiterate, what is their income level, what age bracket they are in. UK, this is a big challenge which UK is facing. Lot of inheritance disputes are rising. is reaching to the UK courts. China, one of the populous nation, second largest economy, yet there is virtually no state plan in place. And again, China is also facing a big problem because of this. फ्रेंड्स, यदि हम इंडिया की बात करें तो इंडिया में अभी भी वी आर वेरी हेजिटेंट अबाउट टॉकिंग ऑन द सब्जेक्ट ऑफ लाइफ आफ्टर डेथ. What will happen? How will my assets which I have created, which I have built over the period of time, will be going to distributed to all my family members? How will their interest be going to get protected? Minor का upbringing कैसे होगा? Who will take care of? Who will give him the guidance? Who will give her the guidance? हम इसके बारे में बात नहीं करते हैं. हस्बैंड को लगता है कि वाइफ से बात करेंगे तो 2-3 दिन तक पूरा माहौल एकदम अजीब सा हो जाएगा घर में. सन को लगता है फादर से बात करेंगे तो फादर को ऐसा लगेगा कि वो उसकी प्रॉपर्टी में इंटरेस्टेड है. आयरॉनिकली, ना हमारी स्कूल लाइफ में, ना हमारी प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में, ना हमारी कॉलेज लाइफ में कभी हमें इस सब्जेक्ट के बारे में बताया गया, कभी इससे रिलेटेड कोई अवेयरनेस क्रिएट की गई. We most of us are into the businesses or into some or other profession. We do plan our business. We do lot of targets. We make lot of targets, target of for profit, target for turnover in our business, and the profit that we earn, we invest in various assets class, maybe in shares, maybe in securities, mutual fund, properties, और फिर उससे अपना एक वेल्थ एक्यूमुलेट करने की कोशिश करते हैं. तो वी हैव ऑब्जेक्टिव फ्रॉम आवर बिजनेस, वी हैव ऑब्जेक्टिव फ्रॉम आवर इन्वेस्टमेंट्स, बट व्हाट इज आवर ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ फ्रॉम द वेल्थ व्हिच वी हैव क्रिएटेड ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम? हैव वी एवर थॉट ऑफ what is our objective from the wealth that we have created over the period of time? There could be two scenarios. One scenario is ki there are multiple life goals which have already been achieved, and then you are still left over with the wealth. Now, what is the objective with this wealth? What do you really want to do with this? The second scenario could be that you have defined various goals, various milestones, and you have started investing to reach those goals. Before reaching to those goals, यदि आपको कुछ हो जाता है, आपकी वाइफ को कुछ हो जाता है, तो आपके बच्चों के लिए जो आपने गोल बनाया था, आपकी फैमिली के लिए जो आपने गोल बनाया था, वो गोल कैसे अचीव होंगे, उसकी सिक्योरिटी क्या रहेगी, वो कैसे कंटिन्यू रहेंगे, is the biggest question we have to ask ourselves. With these few background and with this storyline which we keep on hearing day in day out, let me get you through the various aspects of the succession planning. Friends, succession planning हम लोग बहुत तरीके से कर सकते हैं. There are multiple ways. There are multiple tools. Will is one of them. Will is there, trust is there, HF is there. There are, you can have succession planning through creation of some sort of shareholding. Depends on the scenario, depends on your requirement. You have to decide which mode is suitable to you. If we discuss about will, what is a will? Will is a legal document which is considered as a legal declaration of the intention of testator. Testator is the person who writes the will about the distribution or disposal of his possession and assets and properties. Basically, आप अपने प्रॉपर्टीज को क्या करना चाहते हैं, कैसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना चाहते हैं, किसको देना चाहते हैं, is what is written in the will. If you look at the characteristics, it is a legal declaration of the testator. It is with regard to his property. He can bequeath his property only. किसी और की प्रॉपर्टी को वो will नहीं कर सकता है. And it manifests only after the death of the person. You can revoke your will any number of times during your lifetime. Now, who can make the will? Law says any person who has attained, who is major, and who is of sound mind can make the will. That is, any illiterate person can also make the will. Any person who is old, irrespective of his age, can make the will. Any person who is terminally ill can also make the will. However, intoxicated person the underlying principle is that the person who is making the will must be aware of what he is going to do with his assets. He must do it in his sanity. And intoxicated person, that is why court has said, cannot make the will. Similarly, deaf, dumb, and blind persons, if they know that what they are going to write in the will, they can make it. Ordinarily insane, you must remember Amir Khan in the movie Ghazni. He was having short-term memory loss syndrome. So the court has held that an ordinarily insane person can also make the will in the interval of his sanity. Now, दिमाग में अभी एक क्वेश्चन आता है कि यदि विल नहीं बनाते हैं तो क्या होता है? अल्टीमेटली वी कीप ऑन हियरिंग कि हमारी बात तो हमारी फैमिली को ही जाना है, तो विल बनाने की क्या जरूरत है? हम विल नहीं बनाए तो क्या होता है? फ्रेंड्स, उस स्थिति को बोलते हैं intestate succession. If there is no succession plan and the wealth has to be distributed to the legal heirs, that state is called intestate succession. And in India, it is governed by the succession laws in India, and succession law is based out of religion that you follow. If you are Hindu, Jain, Sikh, or Buddhist, then it is Hindu Succession Act which is applicable. If it is just a second. If it is Christian, Parsi, and Jew, then it is Indian Succession Act, and in case of Muslim, it is Muslim law. Now, what happens if a male Hindu dies without having will? तो लॉ ने 4 तरह के लीगल हेयर्स डिफाइन किए: क्लास 1 लीगल हेयर, क्लास 2 लीगल हेयर, क्लास 3 लीगल हेयर एंड क्लास 4 लीगल हेयर. यदि कोई मेल हिंदू विदाउट एनी विल किसी मेल हिंदू की डेथ होती है, तो सबसे पहले वी लुक एट द who all are there in the class 1 legal heir, and the property distributes to the class 1 legal heir equally. Now, generally class 1 legal heir होते हैं मदर, विडो, सन एंड डॉटर. इनमें ये प्रॉपर्टी इक्वली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाती है. if there are 3 children, then mother, widow and 3 children, all 5 of them will get 20% each. But if suppose the son is predeceased or the daughter is predeceased, then son का जो शेयर है वो उनके लीगल हेयर्स को चला जाता है. Now, if there is no one in class 1, then it moves to class 2 legal heir. Class 2 legal heir में the order of distribution is that those in the first entry in class 2 shall prefer to those in the second entry, and shall be divided between the legal heirs specified in any one entry equally. That means there are number of entries which are mentioned in class 2. जो सबसे पहली एंट्री में यदि कोई रिलेटिव है, तो उस एंट्री में जो भी रिलेटिव है उनको इक्वली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाता है. आयरॉनिकली क्लास 2 में सबसे पहली एंट्री में फादर है. नाउ फादर इज ए क्लास 2 लीगल हेयर, नॉट ए क्लास 1 लीगल हेयर. नाउ थिंक ऑफ अ सिचुएशन वेयर बंदे की मदर नहीं है, फादर डिपेंडेंट है, और इस बंदे को कुछ हो जाता है, तो वर्चुअली फादर के पास में कुछ भी नहीं जाएगा. मदर होने से मदर का शेयर जाता, तो मदर फादर का टेक केयर हो जाता. पर चूंकि मदर भी नहीं है, जिंदा नहीं है, एंड फादर इज नॉट ए क्लास 1 लीगल हेयर, तो दिस गाय इज नाउ इनका फ्यूचर मेंटेनेंस इज नाउ अ बिग क्वेश्चन. It was represented number of times before the ministry that why the father is in class 2. Rather, ये suggestion भी गया था कि father should come into the class 1, but till date अभी तक इस पे कोई भी proceedings आगे नहीं हुई है. Now, if there is no one in class 2, then we move to the class 3, which are called agnates. Agnates are people who are related by blood only through male, that is father के brother के daughter वगैरह, those who are related by blood through male members. And if there is no agnates, then the class 4 legal heirs, which are called co-agnates, which are related by blood not wholly through males. This is how the property distributes in case of male Hindu if succession law comes into the picture. Now take an example to understand it in a proper manner. Case 1, legal heir left is mother, father, wife, son, daughter-in-law, daughter, son-in-law. Now, in this case, mother, wife, son, and daughter, they all are class 1 legal heir. They all will get 25% each. Father, as I said, is not a class 1 legal heir, and since class 1 legal heirs are present, he is not going to get anything. Daughter-in-law would get share only if the son has already expired, as I said. Now, case 2, legal heirs left is wife, brother, sister, son's widow, predeceased daughter, son. In this case, wife, son's widow, predeceased daughter, son, they all three of them would get 33.33% each. Siblings, that is brother and sister, being class 2 legal heir, they are not going to get anything as they are not class 1. Similarly, in case of female Hindu, the succession law has different provision. In case of female Hindu, first we have to understand what is the absolute property of the female Hindu. And law says that the female Hindu can deal with her property in any manner she wants. The property of a female Hindu consists of whatever she has got out of the inheritance from anyone, out of the partition. Female, she is a member of the father's HUF. Father's HUF की co-partner होने के नाते father की HUF का यदि कोई division होता है, तो she get a share in the father's HUF. So out of partition, she has got something. In lieu of maintenance, she has got something. By way of gift, she has got something. She has earned something at her own, out of her own skill or business से कुछ कमाया है. Or she has bought something out of her wealth which she has accumulated over a period of time. Now, succession order in case of female Hindu is first it goes to the son, daughter, and husband equally. जो भी इस क्लास में अवेलेबल है उनको इक्वली चला जाएगा. If son, daughter, and husband is not alive, then it goes to the legal heir of husband. Now, the legal heir of husband is again male Hindu dying without having will. If the legal heir of husband is not available, then it goes to the parents of the lady. If parents are not alive, then it goes to the legal heir of father of the lady. If father is also, if there is no one legal heir of father is alive, then it goes to the legal heir of mother. This is how the property distributes in case of female Hindu dies without will. Now, there are two exceptions to this rule. If at the time of death of the lady, she doesn't have any children, then in that case, any property which she has inherited from her parents, it will revert back to the father's legal heir. Similarly, if she has inherited any property from husband or father-in-law, then it reverts back to the husband's legal heir. This is how the property distributes in case of female Hindu. Let's take some example for the distribution in case of female Hindu also. Female Hindu dies intestate, leaves behind her husband, 2 sons and parents. Her husband and 2 sons shall get 1/3 each. Parent won't get anything because first class में लोग available है. Case 2, female Hindu inherits a house from father, dies intestate without any child, leaving behind husband, father's brother, father's sister, and husband's sister. Now, husband and husband's sister won't get anything as प्रॉपर्टी जो है वो इनहेरिटेड है एंड फीमेल हिंदू के कोई चाइल्ड नहीं है. सो द प्रॉपर्टी विल रिवर्ट बैक टू द फादर्स लीगल हेयर, दैट इज फादर के ब्रदर एंड सिस्टर के पास में ये प्रॉपर्टी चली जाती है. दिस इज द मैकेनिज्म ऑफ डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी इन केस द सक्सेशन लॉ कम्स इनटू द पिक्चर, एंड दैट इज वेयर द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ विल कम्स इन. वी हैव मल्टीपल ऑब्जेक्टिव फ्रॉम आवर फॉर आवर फैमिली मेंबर्स. किसी की रिक्वायरमेंट कुछ है, किसी को हाई स्टडीज के लिए कुछ रिक्वायरमेंट है, किसी की शादी के लिए कुछ रिक्वायरमेंट है. नॉट नेसेसरली सभी की रिक्वायरमेंट सिमिलर है. बेस्ड ऑन द रिक्वायरमेंट इट इज आवर ड्यूटी टू सी कि सबकी रिक्वायरमेंट आप फुलफिल कर सकें. बट सिंस वी हैव नॉट मेड द विल, the succession law comes into the picture and it has distributed everything equally to all, and that is where disputes started coming into the family members. Again, आप भी नहीं चाहते थे कि आपके हिसाब से डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इक्वली जाए, so without having will your wish is also not getting fulfilled. At times हम लोग ये भी देखते हैं कि हमारी फैमिली में कोई ऐसा रिलेटिव होता है जो कि फाइनेंशियली बहुत अच्छा नहीं कर रहा है, जिनके लिए हमारी मॉरल ड्यूटी है टू सपोर्ट देम, और कोई ऐसे भी हैं जो जिन्होंने हमें हमारे करियर लाइफ में बहुत हेल्प किया था, बट आज की डेट में दे आर नॉट डूइंग वेल एंड इट इज आवर ड्यूटी टू हेल्प देम. In order to support those people, we have to think of making the succession plan, because if the succession law comes into the picture, they doesn't fall into the class 1, class 2 legal years. Similarly, at times we have this intention that some part of the wealth should go to the society as a payback to the society, but is not a legal here in case of in the absence of will. Again, this objective of law doesn't get fulfilled. और यदि एक फैमिली में कभी डिस्प्यूट होता है, यदि कोई प्रॉपर्टी को लेकर के, कोई बिल को लेकर के डिस्प्यूट होता है, तो स्टैटिस्टिक्स ये बताता है कि 10 से 15 साल लग जाते हैं उस डिस्प्यूट को सेटल होने में एटलीस्ट, एंड द कॉस्ट ऑफ लिटिगेशन इज वेरी हाई. तो इमेजिन अ सिचुएशन, आपकी हार्ड अर्न मनी, आपका एफर्ट, आपने पैसा बचाया अपनी फैमिली के लिए, सो दैट फैमिली अच्छे से सर्वाइव कर सके, सस्टेन कर सके, और वो पैसा जब फैमिली को सबसे ज्यादा जरूरत है उस समय में डिस्प्यूट में पड़ा है, फैमिली इज नॉट एबल टू एक्सेस दैट मनी, एंड दैट इज हेल्पिंग लॉयर्स टू फिल देयर पॉकेट. With this, let's understand what are the key features of will. यदि हम will बनाते हैं तो हमें क्या क्या चीजों का ध्यान रखना है, और wills के various aspects क्या होते हैं. Let me tell you, there is no fixed format of will. कोई will का कोई format नहीं है, आप जैसे मर्जी वैसे will बना सकते हैं. There are certain statutory requirements which I will deal with in my presentation, and you can make your will in any manner you want, but in order to avoid any dispute, any challenge to the will, or in case the will gets challenged, तो आपकी will properly effect की जा सके, we suggest that you get it done through a lawyer. Voice echo हो रही है, I think. Hello? Yeah. So what I suggest is you just take help of a consultant or a lawyer who can give you a right guidance in this matter. However, to share with you, the smallest will as of date world में was all to son. केवल 3 वर्ड्स की will है, all to son. ठीक है. नाउ ये सारे मैटर तब तक ठीक है जब तक आपकी विल को कोई चैलेंज नहीं करता है. ऑल टू सन, फैमिली ने देखा कि भाई पिताजी की इच्छा थी कि सारे लड़के को ही जाए, तो सब लोगों ने मान लिया. पर कल को कोई यदि उस विल को चैलेंज करता है तो इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू सस्टेन. Will can be handwritten also, will can be on a plain paper also, there is no specific requirement of registration of the will. I will deal with the aspect of registration separately. Again, not just your tangible, but you can bequeath your intangible assets as well through will. In present scenario, lot of our communications, business dealings are done through Gmail, through our mail ID, through our Gmail account. Lot of automations are there. Everything's everything is done through automated processes. We have profiling in our Facebook account, in other digital media also. Do you know that you can define the successor to those accounts as well? आप यदि फेसबुक के अकाउंट में जाते हैं, अपनी सेटिंग्स में जाते हैं, यू कैन डिफाइन द नेम ऑफ द पर्सन हु विल बी द सक्सेसर टू योर अकाउंट, सो दैट योर अकाउंट विल कंटिन्यू. देयर आर सेलिब्रिटीज जिनके 15-15, 20-20 लाख फॉलोअर्स होते हैं. उनकी डेथ के बाद में भी उस अकाउंट की वैल्यू है, उस अकाउंट का एक वैल्यूएशन है. आपके जीमेल अकाउंट में जिसमें कि आपकी रेगुलर डीलिंग्स हो रही है, आपकी बिजनेस की डीलिंग्स हो रही है, उसकी एक वैल्यू है टू योर सक्सेसर. इफ द जीमेल अकाउंट इज नॉट एक्सेस्ड for a period of time, it becomes inactive and they shut down the account. But you can bequeath this Gmail account also to your successors. Testator is the person who writes the will. In case of female, it is called testatrix. any person, as I said, जो मेजर होता है, जो साउंड माइंड का होता है, he can write the will. बेनिफिशियरी, बेनिफिशियरी इज द पर्सन जिसको कि विल से कोई बेनिफिट मिलने वाला है. ही इज गोइंग टू गेट समथिंग इन हर फेवर, इन हिज फेवर, आउट ऑफ द विल. He may or may not be a relative, he may or may not be a legal heir. Anyone you can define as your beneficiary. But yes, if you are giving it to your legal heirs, the chances of dispute are less. If you are giving it to somebody else, not to your legal heir, then obviously the legal heir can always dispute your will. In that case, the person has to substantiate, I mean, the executor has to substantiate that the will is legally binding and will is made without any force, without any coercion. माइनर्स बेनिफिशियरी, हमारे एग्जांपल में अमन और सिमरन के बच्चे, दे वर माइनर्स. माइनर आर नॉट capable of holding the property, not legally. They legally cannot hold property in their name, number one. Number two is they are not also capable of managing the affairs of the properties. So it is very important that in case of minors and beneficiary, also people with the special needs, you have to think of how to protect their interest by doing this succession planning. At times also in our family हम लोग ये भी देखते हैं कि there is one relative जिसको कि हम कुछ नहीं देना चाहते हैं for any reason whatsoever. कुछ past experiences खराब रहे हैं, कुछ relation खराब रहे हैं, and though this guy is a legal here, but still my intention is to not to give anything to him. You can define non-beneficiary in your will by giving proper reason. Why are you defining him as a non-beneficiary? What are the circumstances because of which you do not want to give anything to him? Friends, we have to understand that will should be a speaking document. When court examine it, court ये देखता है कि as if the person is standing in front of them and speaking about what he intends to do with his property. So whenever you want to create something in which you are depriving anyone from his right, then it should be in a proper manner. It should be speaking all the circumstances because of which you want to do that. Non-beneficiary, again, non-beneficiary, you cannot exclude anyone from inheriting the property if the will is not in place. Because succession law के हिसाब से कोई नॉन बेनिफिशियरी नहीं होता है, सारे लीगल हेयर इज द बेनिफिशियरी. एग्जीक्यूटर इज द पर्सन जो कि आपकी विल को एग्जीक्यूट करता है. आफ्टर द डेथ ऑफ द पर्सन, द एग्जीक्यूटर हैज टू अप्लाई फॉर द प्रोबेट एंड मेक श्योर दैट द assets are distributed as per the provisions mentioned in the will. You can have one person as executor, you can have multiple people as executor, you can have joint executor, as well as you can have alternate executors also. Why you should think of having joint or the alternate executor is there are chances that at the time when the will is going to get executed, at that point of time the single person who has been appointed as executor is not alive or not available. In that case, the court will appoint someone as executor which you may not be liking to. Witness, किसी भी विल को लीगली वैलिड होने के लिए देयर इज अ रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ एटलीस्ट 2 विटनेस. एंड let me tell you, there is a strong myth in the public that witness must be aware of what is the content of the will. And there is no such requirement. Witness just certify that this will is signed in their presence, and they have also signed in presence of the testator. Witness need not require to know the content of the will, because the will content is to be kept very secretly. It should not be disclosed to anyone. विटनेस केवल यही आपको जाके सर्टिफाई करता है. कोर्ट जब भी कभी विटनेस को बुलाता है तो विटनेस केवल यही सर्टिफाई करता है कि हाँ जी, ये विल इस आदमी ने हमारे सामने साइन की थी एंड पूरी साइनिंग सेरेमनी हमारे सामने हुई थी. इन केस कभी भी कोई डिस्प्यूट होता है विल को लेकर के, तो विटनेस का रोल बहुत ही ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होता है इन ऑर्डर टू मेक श्योर कि विल को प्रॉपर इफेक्ट दिया जा सके. Probate is to give a legal validity to the will, आपकी will को execute कराने के लिए you need to apply to the court and get the probate order. Once the probate order is given, then your assets the executor can transfer to all the beneficiaries properly. And in case of Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata, probate is compulsory. In other places, probate is not compulsory, but there are chances कि आप बिना प्रोबेट के यदि विल के थ्रू डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं एसेट्स, तो फ्यूचर में कभी भी जाकर के चैलेंज हो सकता है उसको लेकर के. Once the probate is granted, then the chances of challenging the will later on at any stage will be very minimal. Like will, there are the other tool which we use for the succession planning is through trust. Now, trust is a little complicated structure. However, there are certain objectives for which we intend to create trust. The objective could be to save the state duty, though India mein state duty is not applicable, but there are countries where the state duty range from 35 to 45%. So trust structure helps them to save the state duty tax. It also reduces the succession dispute, because through trust you do not transfer the money to single person. You create an entity, you transfer all your properties to that entity, and you define who all will be the beneficiary who is going to get benefit out of the income or the property of the trust. You need not require to obtain the probate. And again, like in case of will, if you transfer the property, once the property gets transferred, you do not have the
Hello.
Just a second, I'll mute the participants, please. Just give me a second. Yeah, Raj bhai, can you unmute yourself and continue?
Yeah. So through trust, you can control you can have the control on the assets which has been transferred to trust. You can define the rules and regulations of the trust. You can nominate the trustees. You can define what will be the utilization of the money which is earned from the properties which has been bequeathed to the trust, and so on and so forth. It is highly useful in case of minor, in case of physically or mentally challenged people, because they are not aware कि क्या हो रहा है प्रॉपर्टी को लेकर के. हम अपना ही एग्जांपल लेते हैं अमन और सिमरन का. सो यदि अमन और सिमरन ने अपनी सक्सेशन प्लानिंग की होती, अपना एक ट्रस्ट बनाया होता, प्रॉपर्टी सारी की सारी ट्रस्ट में चली गई होती बिकॉज ऑफ सब्सिक्वेंट टू देयर डेथ, एंड उस ट्रस्ट की इनकम से फैमिली का मेंटेनेंस कंटिन्यू होता. उनको ये नहीं सोचना पड़ता कि अभी इमीडिएटली फैमिली को ये नहीं सोचना पड़ता कि इमीडिएटली अब हम अपनी फैमिली को चलाने के लिए, अपनी स्कूल फीस देने के लिए, अपने खर्चे को चलाने के लिए कहाँ से पैसा लेके आए. एट द सेम टाइम यदि सक्सेशन प्लानिंग की हुई होती तो आपका माइंडसेट जिनसे मिलता है, आप उनको गार्जियन बना सकते थे बच्चों का. एट द सेम टाइम आप किसी और को प्रॉपर्टी का टेक केयर करने के लिए ट्रस्टी बना सकते थे. दोज to whom you think are good in handling the wealth, you can nominate them as the trustees to take care of the wealth of yours. At the same time, those who are of good mindset which you carries, you can make them the guardian of your children. At the same time, एक सिंपल स्ट्रक्चर के थ्रू फैमिली का मेंटेनेंस और सस्टेनेबिलिटी पे कोई सवाल नहीं आता. नाउ हम विल बनाएं या ट्रस्ट बनाएं डिपेंड्स ऑन लॉट ऑफ फैक्टर्स. सम ऑफ द फैक्टर्स कुड बी व्हेन डू यू वांट योर टू टेक इफेक्ट टू दिस प्रोविजंस. यदि आप चाहते हैं कि आपकी प्रॉपर्टी ओनली आपके डेथ के बाद ही ट्रांसफर हो, तो विल इज द इजीएस्ट मीडियम. बट in case of trust, you can create a trust today also, you can create a trust through your will also. In that case, the trust will come into the picture once the will is executed. The property gets transferred, the trust originate once the will is executed. Chances of probate dispute and litigation in case of trust is nil, but in case of, I will not say nil, it is less, but in case of will, it is there. Control on the assets, will में, as I said, कि जैसे ही आपकी प्रॉपर्टी ट्रांसफर हो जाती है आपका कंट्रोल पूरा छूट जाता है, बट इन केस ऑफ ट्रस्ट प्रॉपर्टी किसी इंडिविजुअल पर्सन के पास नहीं जा रही, सो यू हैव अ ग्रेटर कंट्रोल एज यू हैव सेट द रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस ऑफ द ट्रस्ट. Trust is possible during your lifetime. Will is not possible during your lifetime. State duty saver, obviously India में अभी आज की डेट में state duty है नहीं, आएगी या नहीं आएगी I cannot say. There are talks since long, but then if you ask me personally, I feel कि India में पुरानी properties बहुत है, and there are we used to have the joint family concept or joint family properties है. Chances of state duty coming into the picture in India is less because the properties are used which are still under the joint holding. Wealth planning for minor and beneficiary through will, it is good to a certain extent, but through trust it is highly beneficial for the minors. Now there are multiple myths also जो कि at times I felt कि रेगुलर डिस्कशन में कि जिसके कारण लोग अपनी विल या अपना सक्सेशन प्लान नहीं करते हैं. लेट मी डील विद फ्यू ऑफ देम. विल नीड टू बी रजिस्टर्ड एंड विल नीड टू बी ऑन स्टैम्प पेपर. लेट मी टेल यू, देयर इज नो स्टैट्यूटरी रिक्वायरमेंट. विल के रजिस्ट्रेशन की कोई स्टैट्यूटरी रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है, न ही उसको स्टैम्प पेपर पे होने की कोई स्टैट्यूटरी रिक्वायरमेंट है. आप एक प्लेन पेपर पे अपनी विल बना सकते हैं. इट इज लीगली वैलिड. वी हैव ऑब्टेन्ड लॉट ऑफ प्रोवेट व्हिच आर मेड, in which case will are made on the plain paper. At the same time, registration of will we advise only in case when we foresee कि आपकी will को कोई challenge कर सकता है. यदि आपको लगता है कि आपकी will को कोई challenge कर सकता है, it is good to get it registered. Reason being, in case of registration there is a third party, the registrar is also involved, who also certify कि ये बंदा हमारे पास आया था, हमारे सामने ये डॉक्यूमेंट साइन किया था. तो एक कोर्ट को एक एंगल मिलता है कि इट इज डन वॉलंटरली, इट इज डन विदाउट एनी फोर्स. इसके अलावा रजिस्ट्रेशन का बहुत कोई खास रोल है नहीं. सेकंड इज आई हैव अपॉइंटेड नॉमिनी. ये सबसे बड़ा मिथ है. रादर आई हैव गॉट सम क्वेरीज रिलेटिंग टू दिस आल्सो कि नॉमिनी तो अपॉइंट हुआ है, देन व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ मेकिंग विल और सक्सेशन प्लान. Let me tell you very clearly that nominee is just a stopgap arrangement. It is just a caretaker. Nominee is just a caretaker till the time the legal heirs are established by the court or by the succession certificate. The nominee just hold the property on behalf of them as a trustee. He is legally bound to hand over the property once the legal heirs are established. ये अलग बात है कि आपने नॉमिनी अपनी वाइफ को बना के रखा है और सारी की सारी चीजें आपकी वाइफ के पास चली गई और वाइफ ने अपनी फैमिली को मेंटेन कर लिया. बट देन लीगली स्पीकिंग नॉमिनी हैज नो अदर रोल देन टू कीप द प्रॉपर्टी फॉर अ टेम्पररी पीरियड ऑफ टाइम एंड देन पास इट ऑन टू द लीगल हेयर्स वंस इट इज एस्टैब्लिश्ड बाय द कोर्ट. There are various laws also which are applicable based on the assets class in which you have invested. If suppose you have invested in insurance, you have invested in shares. In insurance के case में Insurance Act comes into the picture. Shares के case में Companies Law comes into the picture. Mutual fund के case में Securities Law comes into the picture, wherein it is said that the insurance company can give the money to the nominee. The Companies Act has said that the company can transfer the share in the name of nominee, but that doesn't mean that the nominee becomes the beneficial and the legal owner of the property. At times the apex court has held that irrespective of what other laws has said, the succession law supersedes all the laws, and any property which is intestate has to be distributed as per the succession law. So जो भी आप लोग सोचते हैं कि भाई नॉमिनी हमने बना दिया तो ये काफी है, it is not so. Joint holders again at times for the purpose of ease of the operation we appoint the joint holders, we make them the joint holders like bank account का operation के लिए. तो two things which we have to understand: if the property or if the wealth which has been generated with the combined effort of both the parties, then it is actually a joint holding. Otherwise, it is just an just a uh, just for the ease of the operation. The beneficial ownership remains with the first person if the second person is just a name lender. So based on the scenario, you have to decide ki whether you are entitled to bequeath your share only, or you can bequeath the total property. It is too early to make will. Now ये एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज हम लोग फेस करते हैं जब किसी भी 40-45 साल के बंदे से कभी बात होती है सक्सेशन प्लानिंग और विल को लेकर के. द बिगेस्ट चैलेंज विच वी फेस इज, मेरे को क्या जरूरत है, अभी तो बहुत टाइम है, फादर को बनानी चाहिए. लेट मी टेल यू, टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ अमन एंड सिमरन. मेरा ये मानना है कि हम जिस एज में हैं उस एज पे विल बनानी बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है. आई एम गिविंग अ लॉजिकल रीजन बिहाइंड दैट. At the age at which we are in, our parents are also dependent and our children are also dependent on us. And कल को यदि हमें कुछ होता है तो पूरी फैमिली का मेंटेनेंस एक क्वेश्चन मार्क बन जाता है. However, 60-65 की एज में जब आप जाते हैं तो आपके बच्चे ऑलरेडी मेजर हैं, आपके बच्चे ऑलरेडी सेटल्ड होने लग जाते हैं अपनी अपनी लाइफ में, तो उनकी सस्टेनेबिलिटी क्वेश्चन नहीं होती है, उनका मेंटेनेंस क्वेश्चन में नहीं आता. ऑब्वियसली प्रॉपर्टी का डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एक बड़ा इशू बन जाता है, लेकिन उनकी लाइफ कैसे आगे बढ़ेगी ये बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज नहीं आता है. आई स्ट्रांगली सजेस्ट दैट ये हमारी एज के लोगों को विल बनाने के बारे में बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत है सोचने की. मोर स्पेसिफिकली, एज इंडिया इज गेटिंग वेस्टर्नाइज्ड, द इंडिविजुअल फैमिली कॉन्सेप्ट ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम has increased. पहले हमारे यहाँ पे जॉइंट फैमिली कॉन्सेप्ट हुआ करता था. यदि फैमिली में किसी मेंबर को कुछ हो गया तो उसकी फैमिली को बैलेंस फैमिली मिला करके सस्टेन कराती थी. लेकिन आज की डेट में there is hardly any joint family concept. All are having individual family concept. The young deaths are also rising in India. Cross society, cross religion marriages are also rising in India. So all this scenario gives you a reason that at this age you should consider making your will. What we suggest is, as soon as you have earning or you have some wealth for disposition and you have someone dependent on you, you should make your succession plan. It is no more a luxury, it is must. Next is, what if I change my mind? ये भी एक बहुत बड़ा कंफ्यूजन है लोगों को कि भाई मैंने विल बना ली, अब कल को वो एसेट्स मैं बेच दूंगा, नया एसेट्स खरीद लूंगा, मैंने किसी को विल में बता रखा कि इसको ये जाना चाहिए, लेकिन कल मेरा रिलेशन उससे खराब हो गया तो मैं क्या करूंगा. सो फ्रेंड्स, कहीं पे कोई बार नहीं है. आप n नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स अपनी विल को रिविजिट कर सकते हैं, रीमेक कर सकते हैं. आप कोई माइनर चेंजेस है तो कोडिसिल के थ्रू कर सकते हैं. कोडिसिल इज नथिंग बट एक्सटेंशन ऑफ योर एग्जिस्टिंग विल. आप अपनी नई विल बना सकते हैं. अपनी नई विल के केस में there is one clause which we have to write in the will that it supersedes all your existing will. तो आपकी जो लेटेस्ट विल है उसके जो प्रोविजंस है that will always be given effect to. What we advise is that you should revisit your will at least once in 3 years time, because 3 साल के सिनेरियो में आपकी प्रॉपर्टीज, एसेट्स, माइंडसेट, रिलेशन सब कुछ चेंज होते हैं. Now it is just an advice. Depending on your scenario, you can think of कि आप 1 साल में करना चाहें, 5 साल में करना चाहें. It's up to you. I also keep getting this question that why do I need to think of will? I can give to my relatives. You have to understand the difference between a gift and a will. In case of gift, you relinquish your right in the property immediately and you hand over the property to the person, to the donee. At the same time, the gifts are generally irrevocable in nature. There are stamp duty which are also applicable in case of gift. There are tax implications also if it is not to the relatives. As per section 56, यदि हम relatives को gift देते हैं तो टैक्स नहीं लगता, लेकिन यदि रिलेटिव्स के बियॉन्ड किसी को गिफ्ट देना चाहें तो सब्जेक्ट टू अ क्वांटम it is the tax are applicable. Now I would like to take a classical example of Singhania versus Singhania. Mr. Vijaypat Singhania जिन्होंने रेमेंट्स में अपना 37% स्टेक अपने लड़के को गौतम सिंघानिया को गिफ्ट किया. Now look at his comment to the NDTV. In the 79 years of my life, I did never thought I would have to take a family dispute to court after giving away everything I had, and that I would not even have a roof over my head. Now friends, यदि इन्होंने गिफ्ट की बजाय विल किया होता, विल में ये प्रोविजन दिया होता कि भाई इनके जितने भी शेयर्स है 37% stakes in Raymond's Limited will go to Gautam Singhania because he intend to give everything to his son. It will go to Gautam Singhania at the time of execution of will. तो इनके लाइफ टाइम में इनको कभी भी ये चैलेंज फेस नहीं करना पड़ता जो आज ये फेस कर रहे हैं. Cross-border inheritances, there are few queries relating to this. Also, yes, FEMA law also recognizes the importance of will. As per FEMA law, a resident can inherit the foreign currency assets, properties from a person resident outside India and vice versa also. So, you can get the property, foreign properties by virtue of will. And again, somebody has asked about the tax implication on that. Section 56 again. If it is within the relatives, if it is through will, then there is no tax implication so far as income tax is concerned. However, state duty may or may not be applicable based on your residency status. Again, we do a lot of financial planning to meet our objective, to meet our goals. But my question to all of you is your financial planning complete in absence of will? हम कमाए पैसा और शेयर्स में इन्वेस्ट भी कर दिए, म्यूचुअल फंड में इन्वेस्ट भी कर दिया, SIP कर दिया वगैरह वगैरह सब कुछ कर दिए, सो दैट और सबको हर एक टाइमलाइन के साथ में टैग भी कर दिए कि 25 साल मेरा बेटा जब 18 साल का होगा तो उसके हायर स्टडीज के लिए ये रुपया ये SIP के थ्रू जो जा रहा है ये रुपया यूज हो जाएगा. बट क्या आपकी फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग कंप्लीट है यदि आपकी विल इन प्लेस नहीं है? लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल. मिस्टर ए 42 साल के, उनकी नेटवर्थ इज 4 crore. He died intestate, that is without will. He has left 5 family members behind. Wife, son 16 साल का, daughter 13 साल की, dependent handicapped sister 40 साल के और mother 65 साल की. Now इन्होंने जब will नहीं बनाई तो सक्सेशन लॉ एप्लीकेबल हुआ. इनका इंटेंशन था कि सन को हायर स्टडी के लिए 75 लाख रुपया चाहिएगा, जिनके लिए इन्होंने प्लान कर रखा था. डॉटर को 1,25 लाख रुपए चाहिए मैरिज और हायर स्टडी के लिए. These are arbitrary figures just to make you understand. वाइफ को फैमिली मेंटेनेंस के लिए 1 करोड़ रुपए चाहिए होंगे. डिपेंडेंट सिस्टर को मेडिकल एंड मेंटेनेंस के लिए 50 लाख रुपए चाहिए होंगे. मदर को मेडिकल एंड मेंटेनेंस के लिए 50 लाख रुपया चाहिए होंगे. बट सिंस द सक्सेशन लॉ कम्स इनटू द पिक्चर, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कुछ और हुआ. डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हुआ सबको 1-1 करोड़ रुपए एक्सेप्ट डिपेंडेंट सिस्टर. डिपेंडेंट सिस्टर इज नॉट ए क्लास 1, इट्स ए क्लास 2 लीगल हेयर. जब क्लास 1 में सब जिंदा थे तो क्लास 1 वालों को मिल गया. Now this is the point where the dispute starts in the family. This is the point where this is the point जहां पे कि एक जन को दूसरे के सपोर्ट और हेल्प की जरूरत पड़ जाती है. वो सपोर्ट देगा या नहीं देगा, it's a big question mark. As a person, as a responsible person, you would not like to bring your family in this position. Few tips. I mean, we have discussed a lot about will and trust and succession planning. Now, if you are thinking of making your will, I would suggest take consultation from someone who has understanding on the subject. There are multiple drafts which are available in Google. You can go and download. But honestly telling you, हर इंसान का लाइफ सिनेरियो डिफरेंट होता है. बेस्ड ऑन द लाइफ सिनेरियो ऑफ द पर्सन, विल शुड बी ड्राफ्टेड. एक सिंपल सी लाइन आपकी विल को वैलिडेट और इनवैलिडेट कर सकती है. अब जो भी विल ड्राफ्ट करें उसको एक सेफ प्लेस पे रखें, उसको अपनी फैमिली मेंबर्स के साथ में शेयर करें कि मैंने ये विल बना रखी है और यहाँ पे रखी हुई है. बट डोंट शेयर द कंटेंट ऑफ द विल, इट शुड बी केप्ट सेक्रेटली. You can share the place of storage with the executor also. साइन द विल इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ द विटनेस. आपने विल साइन कर दी, विटनेस को भेज दिया कि तुम साइन करके भेज देना, विटनेस ने साइन करके भेजा. दिस इज नॉट अ राइट methodology of a legally valid will. You should sign in presence of witness, and the witness should also sign in presence of you, and both of you should sign with each other in each other's presence. And I strongly recommend to do the video recording of the will signing ceremony. Also mention that this will supersedes all your existing will which you have made earlier. You can give the dates also कि हमने पहले इसी स्टेट पे विल बनाई थी, इन सारी विल को सुपरसीड करती है. ये सारे पॉइंट्स आपकी विल का कभी भी कोई डिस्प्यूट होता है तो उन सबको मिटिगेट करने में काम आते हैं. ऑल्सो विल के साथ में आपको अपने डॉक्टर्स का एक सर्टिफिकेट लगाना चाहिए, issued on the date on which you are signing the will, mentioning that you are physically, mentally fit to make your will. There are queries relating to how reliable are the online sites. These are completely reliable. There are some sites which give you the automated process of making your will. I would suggest that you should go with someone जिसमें कि आपको पर्सनल टच मिले, लोग आपसे क्वेरी कर सके, आपकी रिक्वायरमेंट को समझ सके और आपको विल ड्राफ्ट करके दे सके. We have also, as it is mentioned in the initial stage, that we have come up with a dilseville.com, which has been recognized by the government of India, by NASSCOM also. Irrespective of all this, you want to go for an online medium or an offline medium, whatever medium you want to go with, please, it is my strong recommendation that please consider making the plan. Please consider your succession planning and take active steps so that things are in place if anything happens to you. Friends, I would end my presentation with a small saying that the greatest certainty in life is death, but the greatest uncertainty is its time. The sooner you will act, the better it is for your family members. I hope this presentation is useful to all of you. I'm thankful to all of you for the patience hearing, and I would be grateful to handle all your queries. Over to you.
Thank you. Ashish. Thank you so much, Raj bhai, for a wonderful session and clearing so many topics about will and how we can go forward. Would just request a few minutes of everybody's time. Before we start the Q&A, we would just want to introduce the both organizations responsible for today's wonderful event, that is Roundtable India and ICBI. So just bear with me for a few minutes. We just introduce
Ashish,
this. Yeah, Raj bhai.
Just one thing. I would be sharing 2 documents with all the participants. I am posting a link here.
Sure.
Posting a link here for the feedback. And once you give the feedback, you will be getting 2 documents. One is what your family should know about your assets. And the second is, if you want to make your will, then how to collect all the informations. So these 2 sheets are very useful for all of us. And I would strongly recommend that all of you should go to the link and get it downloaded. Thank you.
Great, Raj bhai. I think that's wonderful. Please share the link. Will you be sharing the chat here? Chat window here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Please share it in chat window, and we'll also circulate separately for the benefit of all attendees. Please fill these documents so that we'll get a lot of knowledge from them. And just quickly introducing both the organizations, and then we'll proceed with the question answers. Just bear with me for a few minutes. So can you see my screen? So Roundtable India, the first organization, has been building an average of 1 classroom a day, and it was founded in 1962.
Yes, we can see.
Of young achievers, the group of 18 to 40, and each table has around 20 to 25 members. We are present in 67 countries, and in India we have around 4,500 tablers, presence in 110 cities, and we have been having a lot of landmark milestones by tying up with major corporates to take things forward. Our biggest project, Freedom Through Education, about classrooms. We have been building almost 1 classroom on an average a day for the last 10 years. And we have built around 6,000 classrooms, and 2,800 projects have been done. Similarly, we make sure that there are zero overheads. Every rupee received a donation is used in construction, equal partnership, and we are unique in terms of scale, delivery, and experience. We have tied up with a lot of corporate partners like HCL, ITC, and we have been receiving numerous awards for our CSR activities. These are the photos of a few school blocks we have built, and we have helped extensively through natural disasters for the Kashmir flood, the earthquakes. Moving on to ICBI, just give me a second. Thank you so much, everybody, for your patience. Really apologize for just wanted to introduce both the organizations as they have been successful in hosting this event, and that's why I requested your indulgence for this. Now we proceed for the question answer sessions. Would request everybody to please post their questions in the chat box so we can take up one by one. Rajbhai, you can see the chat window, and
can anyone read these questions out one by one?
Sure. I'll do that. So,
Rajbhai, is it audible?
Yeah.
I have a small question. Rajbhai, thank you for a wonderful session. Can you hear me?
Friends, request you to raise hands, please. Otherwise, it will become a fish market. So please raise hands, and we have an option to raise hands in the participants thing, and so that we can ask one by one for question answers. In the video, it will be difficult to see. Just give me a second. So I'm just muting you all, and then I'll unmute you guys. Yeah. So Mani has the first question. Manijan, would you like to go ahead?
Yeah, actually, thank you. Thanks, Raj, for such a good presentation. Actually, I raised one question that in case in class 1 errors are made non-beneficiary. So, the most of the cases they become the challenger of the will, right? So, in such scenario, how to safeguard the will in case if the class 1 errors are made non-beneficiary?
Yeah, Mani, in case if you nominate someone as non-beneficiary in your will, you should give full details. Why are you making them non-beneficiary? What are the circumstances? What are the reasons for which you are making him non-beneficiary? As I said that when court examine these documents, when court examine the situation, then it should be as if you are standing in front of the judge and you are explaining the reason why you do not want anything to be given to this person. There could be multiple reasons, there could be multiple scenarios. Those should be well drafted and put into the will.
Thanks, sir.
Next, I would request Gautam Bhartia Bhai. Just a second. Gautam Bhai, can you go ahead?
Yeah, thank you. Rajbhai, thank you for the wonderful session we had. One small question from my side. Mr. A has written his will. In his will, what he has done is that he has passed on his entire bank balance of rupees 100 crore to one of his female friend. And at the same time, he has passed on the liability of rupees 10 crore to his only son. How will it operate then?
So you have to look at it in two ways. Number one, if the person has liability, that liability has to be met out of the estate of the person. Now, यदि वो अपने किसी को assets pass on करता है, तो उसकी corresponding liabilities भी साथ में pass on होती है. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है कि assets आप एक को दे रहे हैं और liabilities दूसरे को दे रहे हैं. Because again, in case you want to give to someone anything, that person should also accept it. Until unless that person accepts this, the transaction doesn't get complete. Now, in your scenario, first thing is that the 10 crore rupees of liability has to be met out of the estate of 1 crore rupees, because 100 crore rupees, because 100 crore rupees X को जा रहा है और 10 crore rupees Y के पास में liability जाने का provision है. Second thing is कि the son can say कि I do not accept this. The beneficiary, the person who has been nominated, he can say, even if the assets is nominated to this person, the person can say कि भाई I am not interested in this asset. बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि वो assets आपके लिए liability sort की है, तो आप लेने की बजाय बोलते हैं यार ये झंझट कौन लेगा, आप लेके जाओ, हमको नहीं लेना है. So in case of gift also, if you have gone through a gift document, you must have seen कि एक statement आता है that the donee has accepted the gift. Until unless you accept it, it is not given to you.
That is correct. In case of gift, this requirement is there that the donee must accept it. But in case of will,
succession also you can say that.
Okay, like that. Thank you.
Next, we have a question on Facebook also from Chaitanya Agarwal. Why do will on stamp paper if stamp paper is not necessary?
People have this thought कि हमको स्टैम्प पेपर में बना के दो, but actually it is not required. Stamp Act do not ask you to have the will on the stamp paper. There is no such requirement.
Okay, next question is from Neelu Navlakha. How can the legal heir have ownership of the mutual funds being transferred to nominee who is not one of the legal heir and refuses to transfer the mutual funds to the legal heir?
You get the succession certificate, file a case against the nominee.
Got it. Got it. There is hand being raised by admin. Admin's iPhone. I'm unmuting them. Admin, you can go ahead with your question. Admin's iPhone. Suresh Bhai has asked the question, is the will only to be enacted on person's death or it can be applicable on the person's inability to take decisions like mental or health issues?
I didn't get this question. Matlab, what's the
is the will only be enacted on person's death or it can be applicable on the person's inability to take decisions like mental or health issues?
Will only comes into the picture for execution only after the death of the person.
Okay. Admin, can you go ahead with your answer? Admin's iPhone, can you go ahead with your question?
Yeah. My question is, when the father has died, his legal heir has some property. He has some property. The property gets transferred to the legal heir. Mother is also alive, so mother also becomes a part of the property ownership. But is it many of the lands that get transferred, the Satbara or something? That times, many a times, the mother's name is not being mentioned. Only the wife and the children's names are mentioned. Is that right or wrong, or what complications can happen in this?
So, in absence of will, succession law is very clear. Class 1 legal heir who all are alive gets the equal share. ठीक है. अब प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में क्या होता है कि वाइफ के नाम पे ट्रांसफर हो गया, बच्चों के नाम पे ट्रांसफर हो गया, कोई ऑब्जेक्शन रेज नहीं करता है, तो इट गोज ऑन. कल को कोई भी ऑब्जेक्शन रेज करे तो द मदर इज अ लीगल हेयर, शी इज एंटाइटल्ड टू गेट द इक्वल शेयर.
Okay. And further to it, if that property is being sold and the major amount comes in the wife's name, in case of income tax capital gain, is that fine, or there should be some documents done before selling of the property?
So in case of, I think your question is that the property has been transferred to wife by virtue of will, and subsequently the wife has sold the property. What is?
Not with virtue of will, with the legal heir.
By virtue of inheritance. I mean, by virtue of inheritance, and subsequently the wife has sold the property. What is the capital gain tax implication on that? Obviously, the capital.
It is the mother and the children. सभी के नाम लीगल हेयरशिप से लग गए हैं.
हाँ, तो सबका अपना अपना जो शेयर है उसके ऊपर में जो कैपिटल गेन आएगा वो कैपिटल गेन पे टैक्स उनको देना पड़ेगा. इसमें आपको केवल फायदा ये मिलता है कि कैपिटल गेन के लिए जो इंडेक्स का बेनिफिट मिलेगा वो ओरिजिनल होल्डिंग पीरियड से मिलेगा.
Right. My question further to it is कि all the four become the equal ownership, but the amount which is received is, say, 90% has been taken in mother's name and only a part of it is taken in the children's name, just because they are a part of.
It cannot be. Reason being, when you will execute this document, the sale document, right? तो sale document में consideration and the co-owners की detail जाती है, ठीक है?
Right.
Ideally, it should go equally to all. अब ये हमारा फैमिली अरेंजमेंट होता है कि हम लोग डिसाइड कर लेते हैं, दूसरे से एनओसी ले लेते हैं कि भाई ठीक है इसके अकाउंट में ले लो, उसके अकाउंट में ले लो. दैट्स अ सेपरेट थिंग. नोबडी इज गोइंग टू ऑब्जेक्ट दैट. लीगली स्पीकिंग, एवरीवन शुड हैव द इक्वल consideration.
Okay, thank you so much. Request Suresh Bhai to go ahead with your question. Suresh Bhai.
First of all, thanks a lot for the wonderful session. And
Welcome.
My question regarding like the earlier question was that if a person is unable to write the will, or if I have not written the will, then what is going to be there? Like the succession wala to wo jo aapne bataya, that is fine. लेकिन if can I write anything else कि ठीक है मेरा mental health का अगर ये स्थिति हो जाता है या और कुछ होता है, and अगर suppose करें कि किसी if the person is not traceable, वो है ही नहीं कहीं, मतलब वो कहीं चला गया या कुछ हो गया, in those cases क्या होता है?
तो जिनकी प्रॉपर्टी है वो या जिनकी प्रॉपर्टी नहीं है वो?
नहीं, जिनकी प्रॉपर्टी है वो.
अच्छा, जिनकी प्रॉपर्टी है वो ट्रेसेबल नहीं है.
हाँ.
तो विल तो तभी एग्जीक्यूट होगी जब ये क्लियर हो जाएगा कि वो मर चुका है. उनका डेथ सर्टिफिकेट
लेकिन ये
इशू
again
होगा,
एक
उसके
legal,
बाद नहीं होगा.
लेकिन ये तो एक लीगल उसमें चला जाएगा ना कि डेथ सर्टिफिकेट जब तक वो पर्सन मिलेगा ही नहीं, तो तब तक तो फिर उसका फिर प्रॉपर्टी का कुछ हो नहीं सकता. बिल्कुल.
So family will keep on enjoying the property, but then the property ownership cannot be transferred because the ownership can be transferred only by the person who is the owner. Until the ownership is transferred to any of the family members or anybody else, cannot be.
So this thing can be written in the will that in my ये जो terms हैं कि if in my absence or in my inability to take decisions, or if a person goes in the coma or something like that.
Suresh, again the same question, same reply कि यदि आप will में ये लिख भी देंगे, आप लिख सकते हैं, लिख भी देंगे, will तो execute तभी होगी ना जब death होगी उनकी.
Okay.
will तो उसके पहले execute होगी नहीं. आप पावर ऑफ अटर्नी, यदि कल को आपको ऐसा लगता है कि कहीं ऐसा हो सकता है, you can give a power of attorney to your family members so that they can take decision on your behalf. There is a concept of living will also, जिसमें कि यदि किसी को कोई टर्मिनली इल बंदा है जिसको कि वो एक पावर दे सकता है कि इन केस मेरी ऐसी स्थिति हो जाए कि वो ट्रीटमेंट प्रॉपर्ली नहीं हो सकता है, तो मेरे सपोर्ट सिस्टम्स को हटा दिया जाए, मेरे लाइफ सपोर्ट सिस्टम जिस पे मुझे रखा गया उसको हटा दिया जाए. सो ऑल दिस थिंग्स आर पॉसिबल.
Thank you, Suresh bhai. Request Amit Saraf bhai to go ahead with the question.
Yeah, thank you, Raj bhai, for a very, very wonderful session. A small question is that, I mean, is there in case of absence of a will, is there a timeline defined wherein anybody can file a dispute?
Not as such. Generally, law of limitation is not applicable here. There are contrary judgments also in this regard. But then we have seen that 15-20 साल बाद में भी आप इसको लेकर के you can raise the disputes. No issue in that.
अच्छा, 15-20 साल बाद भी कर सकते हैं dispute. Okay. Thank you.
देखिए, इंडिया में एक चीज बहुत क्लियर है, लॉ को आपको पॉजिटिव वे में देखना तो आप पॉजिटिव भी देख सकते हैं, नेगेटिव वे में देखना तो नेगेटिव भी देख सकते हैं. The doors are open. Whatever way you want to move, you can move.
Okay. But in case of presence of a will, I mean, जहाँ पर जो testator है जिसने define कर रखा है कि किसी को property मिलनी चाहिए, उसके बाद भी कोई I mean आके dispute file कर सकता है, और and is it legally bind?
Yes. So when the will gets executed, you have to apply to the court for the probate order के टाइम में यदि वो dispute raise कर देता है, और otherwise also probate जहाँ पे जरूरी नहीं है वहाँ पे भी वो एक केस फाइल कर देता है कि भाई ये जो distribution हुआ है, this is not right, I have a vested interest in this property because of this reason, and the court has to take a decision on that.
No, but even after the probate is done.
No, after the probate there is no chance.
Okay.
Because probate proceeding के बाद में तो आपकी will को finality मिल जाती है court से.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Bhai, there is a question on Facebook. Mayank Khinka. Should the person bring in as witness the person who is most likely to cause dispute in the case of will execution?
That's a
the
good
person
idea.
who is most likely to cause.
That's dispute. A good idea. That gives an added advantage at the time when the will gets executed. The court can examine. The court can say that you are the witness. Why are you disputing this? But again, this is not a foolproof scenario because the person can say that I am just a witness to confirm that this document is signed in presence of me. I did not know the content of the will. One more thing which I want to attach here is that the person who is a beneficiary in will, avoid making him witness, because as per the law, the person who is going to get benefit out of any document should not be a witness to that document.
Samir Bhai, could you go ahead please with your question?
Thanks. In the case of interest, a claimant of class 2 can supersede class 1?
No.
And
Class
in the
2
case,
will come into the picture only if there is no one in class 1.
okay. And if in case a will is written, whether registered or unregistered, the claimant, rather the beneficiary is class 2 over class 1. Is it possible?
Possible. आप जब will लिखते हैं तो beneficiary may be anyone other than all the 4 classes. Beneficiary could be Prime Minister Relief Fund also.
Okay.
Beneficiary
And
could be anyone and everyone.
And if it class 2 is benefited and class 1 is as a 0, that can also happen.
So now again, going back to our earlier discussion, if you intend to give anything to someone who is not a legal heir, class 1 legal heir, and you are giving it to class 2 legal heir, then obviously the class 1 legal heir can raise the question why it is so. There are chances that the person who has made the will has made this will under force, under influence, under coercion or under some other methodology. So they can dispute कि इनका इंटेंशन ये नहीं था कि क्लास 2 वाले को देना है, इनका इंटेंशन क्लास 1 वाले को ही देने का था, लेकिन कोई फोर्स के अंडर में उनको ये कराया गया है. They can raise all these disputes. The court will examine, court will come up with the results.
And even in the case of will, the person donates everything to a trust, and there is 0 claimant, and he claims nothing to be given to class 1, as well as even in the trust, class 1 does not have any kind of a claim or a participation in the trust. That can also happen.
Through will, you can donate to anyone, but that doesn't mean that anyone who is interested in your property would not file any dispute against what you have mentioned.
Okay.
The court will examine whether this was the real intention of the person who is giving the property. आपकी property आप किसी को भी दे सकते हो, लेकिन ये प्रॉपर्टी आप वॉलंटरली दे रहे हो, अपनी इच्छा से दे रहे हो या अंडर फोर्स दे रहे हो, इज द मैटर टू एग्जामिन. ठीक है, दैट इज वेयर आई सेड दैट योर विल शुड बी अ स्पीकिंग डॉक्यूमेंट, एज इफ द पर्सन हु इज रीडिंग दिस डॉक्यूमेंट मस्ट फील दैट यू आर स्टैंडिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ हिम एंड dictating him that I want to do this. That is what the reason. That is where I also said that you can get a lot of format from the Google, but your will should be properly drafted. Your will should be properly drafted as per your situation.
Thank you.
Girish bhai, can you go next for your question?
Yeah. Thanks for the session, sir. It was wonderful. My question is in relation to an illiquid asset. Suppose there is a business property which has been transferred to the legal heirs, and one of the 4, suppose there are 4 legal heirs, one of the person says, I want my 25% right now. So what happens? But the other people want to continue, suppose that business or whatever. What happens in that case?
So ये dispute का ये settlement का issue हो जाता है. Who is the questioner? आशीष. गिरीश जी, ये डिस्प्यूट का मैटर है, एंड फिर उसके बाद में क्या है, यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द मेथोडोलॉजी. मे बी द अदर 3 who want to continue can liquidate his holding into the business by way of compensating him through transferring some money or equivalent value of money. So that is something dependent on case.
And it's preferable to mention the will itself, right? It should not be liquidated, as in that would be a better option, right?
Once the property is transferred to the legal heir, generally you cannot put condition to that.
Okay.
आप condition तभी तक दे सकते हो जब तक कि वो property आपकी है.
Oh, got it.
There are conditional bequeathing which is possible, but the conditional bequeathing is to be seen whether legally it is binding or not.
Okay.
Once the property gets transferred to a single person, then ideally speaking, you cannot dictate the terms.
Okay, got it. My question has been answered. Thank you.
Thank you. There is a question by Rupesh Podar on the chat earlier. Hello.
Yeah,
if a property is transferred while a person is alive by way of gift to one of his son, and it is duly transferred in his name, can it be challenged anytime before or after death of the donor?
who will challenge that?
Okay, that's the question.
No,
Rupesh bhai, are you there?
I got it. Maybe the other person is the other legal heirs may challenge it. Yeah,
Sure.
he can challenge. See, again, आप challenge कुछ भी कर सकते हो.
Got it.
चैलेंज करने में कहीं कोई इशू नहीं है. वो चैलेंज ये कर सकते हैं कि ये जो गिफ्ट हुआ था ये भी उनकी इच्छा से नहीं हुआ था. ये उनको चूंकि उनके पास में एक्सेस था, ये इस लड़के के पास में फादर का एक्सेस था, हम लोगों के पास में फादर का एक्सेस नहीं था. लड़के ने फादर को समझा बुझा करके बेवकूफ बना करके गिफ्ट करा लिया. इट्स पॉसिबल.
राज भाई, रुपेश हियर. हाय रुपेश हियर. ये क्वेश्चन मेरा था. मैं पूछना चाह रहा था कि किसी ने ट्रांसफर कर दिया और वो रजिस्टर्ड भी हो गया है ड्यू, तो आफ्टर दैट इट कैन बी चैलेंज्ड आल्सो.
यस इट कैन बी.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, Mani, can you go ahead next, please? Mani bhai.
There were few questions in during the registration also.
Normally,
do you have the list of the questions with you, sir, Raj bhai?
Yeah, I have the list. Just a second. ठीक है. Somebody is asking. उसके बाद.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead with people we are asking first. Mani bhai, go ahead, please.
Raj, normally what happens is you take from class 1 higher, the relinquishment deed is being done. Normally that's the case when there is no will, and if the for son and daughter, normally a relinquishment deed is taken from daughters or do later.
Your voice is not clear, Mani. Can you speak a bit loudly?
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Hello. So I'm saying in Indian scenario, mainly when there is no will, and if the class 1 hires are son and daughters, normally what has been done is that daughters give a relinquishment deed in favor of the son, right? So once that is being executed, can it be revoked by the daughters later in any time, or relinquishment deed is a full and final? Can it be revoked, the relinquishment deed?
Your question is that the daughter has given her NOC, as in she do not have any issue with the distribution of the assets to the son, and later at any stage can she revoke it? Yes, she can revoke. Yes, she can revoke. She can always say that this is done. I was not intending to do it. I have been forced to do it. You can.
Okay. So there is one document called as relinquishment or declaration of deed. So that is
relinquishment.
Yeah, relinquishment.
So relinquishing is you are relinquishing your right into the property to somebody else. But then your question is to raise dispute on this transaction itself. Once the transaction is through, you are no more owner to take decision on that property. But what you are asking is you are contesting this transaction itself, which you can do at any point of time. In fact, प्रॉपर्टी सेल के केस में तो यही होता है ना. प्रॉपर्टी एक्स ने वाई को बेच दी, ठीक है, पर उसको भी तो लेके फ्यूचर में डिस्प्यूट होता है. जो इवन द प्रॉपर्टी गेट्स रजिस्टर्ड इन द नेम ऑफ वाई. रीजन बीइंग व्हाट you are disputing the transaction. The transaction itself is not done with right intent.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Welcome.
Nimish, would you like to go ahead with your question next? Nimish Seth.
Yeah,
Nimish bhai?
Yeah, I'm right here. I think a lot of my questions have already been answered. I was not expecting actually to.
So can I take the questions which has come to me?
Okay, I'll take the next question then. Admin's iPhone, can you go ahead, please? Okay, just let me read out. Ankit, could you read out the questions? Rajesh Sundarji want to speak. Rajesh, please go ahead. Rajesh, I've asked you to unmute.
Yeah. Thank you. Lakhotia ji, there is a scenario. Hello.
हाँ जी बोलिए.
There is a scenario where the parents, one of the parents' property, which has not been registered elsewhere, but the norm and both the father and the mother has expired, but the nominee is one of their daughter. Okay. Now
Yes.
the property has not been transferred to the nominee and nothing has been done to the property as yet.
Okay.
There is one scenario. Now my question is, can you guide how she can proceed by either will or transferring the property to her name or to other beneficiary name, or make a will, because the beneficiary, the nominee, is already somewhere around more than 65 years old.
Your property is under construction property or what?
No, it is a flat in Delhi NCR.
Which is not registered yet.
It is not registered, but it is only in the name of the nominee.
Got it. So even if it is not registered, there must be some agreement to sale. If it is not sale, there may be agreement to sale, which is there. And what you should do is you should opt for the succession certificate, since parents are not there. तो will तो अब हो नहीं सकती है. Will तो जो बंदा जिंदा रहेगा तभी बनाएगा. You can get the succession certificate from the court, establish that you are the legal heir. Other legal heirs can give the NOC, and with these documents, you can ask the present property owner on paper, whoever is the owner, to transfer in your favor. If he doesn't do that, you can go to the court and file a case against him.
No, the sales and purchase is already done. That is done.
So agreement to sell. Generally क्या होता है कि इन सब केसेस में पहले क्या होता था कि agreement to sell बनाते थे हम लोग.
जी.
Agreement to sell होता था, सेल नहीं कराते, सेल डीड एग्जीक्यूट नहीं कराते थे स्टैम्प ड्यूटी बचाने के लिए.
जी.
ठीक है ना. तो अग्रीमेंट टू सेल एंड पोजीशन, यदि ये दो चीज आपके पास में है तो यू आर द ओनर. So you can with those documents you can proceed further.
Okay.
Sudhir bhai, can you go ahead please?
Yeah. Hello Raj bhai.
हेलो.
मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि जैसे एक एग्जांपल, फॉर एग्जांपल मिस्टर एक्स के पास मिस्टर एक्स के 4 बेटे हैं ABCD, उसके पास 2 प्रॉपर्टी है. एक प्रॉपर्टी वो A और B के नाम करके और C और D से अगर उसमें नॉमिनी कराता है तो, या विटनेस कराता है, नॉमिनी नहीं विटनेस कराता है, तो वो विटनेस क्लेम कर सकते हैं.
मैंने आई थिंक सिमिलर क्वेश्चन एक आया था. विटनेस आप करा लिए तो एक लेवल की सिक्योरिटी हो जाती है कि भाई ठीक है विटनेस तो साइन किया है, फिर क्या दिक्कत है. बट देन अगेन इफ यू लुक एट द इंटेंट ऑफ द लॉ, द पर्सन, द विटनेस इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड टू नो द प्रोविजंस ऑफ द विल. द विटनेस कैन एट अ लेटर स्टेज कैन से दैट आई हैव साइंड इट just to make sure that these documents are signed in presence of me, but I did not know what are the contents of the will. So यदि मेरे को ये पता होता कि will में मेरे को कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है तो मैं नहीं करता. You can raise this dispute any point of view.
और इस चीज को अगर हम लिख दें बिल में कि C and D को कुछ नहीं मिलेगा तो फिर वो क्लेम नहीं कर सकते.
नॉन बेनिफिशियरी जब भी आप डिफाइन करेंगे, अगेन we revert back to the
नॉन बेनिफिशियरी विटनेस भी बन सकता है.
हाँ एकदम बन सकता है.
वो चीज
बेनिफिशियरी को विटनेस नहीं बनना चाहिए, नॉन बेनिफिशियरी तो बन सकता है.
बन सकता है. उसके बाद वो क्लेम नहीं कर सकता है ना फिर.
नहीं, अगेन नॉन बेनिफिशियरी वो विटनेस है, वो उसको नहीं पता है ना.
अच्छा, तो उसको पता हो इस चीज के लिए क्या करना चाहिए.
आप आइडियली उसको बताना नहीं चाहिए. वो उसको पता भी होगा, यदि उसको डिस्प्यूट करना है तो वो यही बोलेगा.
डिस्प्यूट करने के लिए बोलेगा कि नहीं पता है. ऑब्वियसली तो उस चीज को, ताकि डिस्प्यूट ना हो, उसके लिए क्या करना है.
आप नॉन बेनिफिशियरी क्लॉज को प्रॉपर्ली ड्राफ्ट कीजिए, इस तरीके से ड्राफ्ट कीजिए कि कोर्ट समझ सके, आपके पेन को समझ सके कि क्यों आपने एक लीगल हेयर को नहीं दिया. आप एक लड़के को दे रहे हैं, दूसरे लड़के को नहीं दे रहे हैं, तो क्या कारण था. क्या
उसमें 2 प्रॉपर्टी, एक प्रॉपर्टी एक को दे दी, एक प्रॉपर्टी एक को दे दी. उस केस में ये लिख सकते हैं कि उसको हमने वो सेकंड वाली दे दी है, तो इस चक्कर में वो,
तो उस केस में डिस्प्यूट ऐसे रहता भी नहीं है, क्योंकि 2 प्रॉपर्टी है, आपने इक्वली डिवाइड करके दे दी है, तो डिस्प्यूट ही कहाँ है. तो कोर्ट भी बोलेगा कि आपने तो प्रॉपर्टी इक्वली दी ही रखी है सबको.
ठीक है.
यदि प्रॉपर्टी की वैल्यूएशन डिफरेंट है, नाउ क्वेश्चन कम्स टू द वैल्यूएशन, तो उस केस में हो सकता है. उस केस में यू हैव टू बी, सी एवरी फैक्ट ऑफ द केस इज डिफरेंट. Based on the fact of the case, you have to see how to draft the will, how to make sure कि कल को यदि challenge आए तो it gets through properly.
Thank you.
Viraj bhai, can you go next? Viraj bhai.
Yeah. Mr. Lakhotia, thank you so much for a very informative session.
Most welcome, sir.
I have a question in terms of a person who has never married in his lifetime, and has three surviving brothers and sisters each. Okay, they have children. They're married. They have children, but they're all well settled in life. And this person has written a will whereby he has made his elder brother's son the executor. So the elder brother's elder son is the executor of the will. The younger son is the major beneficiary of this will, and the one more sibling, the sister, is also a beneficiary of the will. So between these two brothers and sisters, they are the beneficiaries of this will. The will clearly states that the testator's brothers and sisters and their children are well settled in life, and hence they don't need any financial support and are hence being excluded from the will. Now, the question here that I have is that since the executor is also a beneficiary of the will, is he in conflict of interest? That's my first question. And the second question is, given the conflict, can the brothers and sisters' children or the brothers and sisters themselves dispute this will?
Right. So, in order to understand whether the executor himself is a beneficiary, is a conflict of interest or not, you have to understand what is the role of the executor. Executor का role केवल ये होता है कि वो probate लेता है, probate लेकर के make sure करता है कि सारे assets as per the provisions of the will transfer हुए हैं कि नहीं हुए. He has to report to the court. Now इसमें उसका कोई say नहीं है. इसमें उसके जजमेंट और उसके ऊपर कोई क्वेरी रेज नहीं होती है. विटनेस के केस में विटनेस से ये पूछा जाता है कि ये हुआ है कि नहीं हुआ है. एग्जीक्यूटर से ऐसा पूछा नहीं जाता है. सो देयर इज नो क्वेश्चन ऑफ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट बिटवीन एन एग्जीक्यूटर एंड अ बेनिफिशियरी. अ बेनिफिशियरी कैन आल्सो बी एन एग्जीक्यूटर आल्सो. सेकंड थिंग, the other brothers sisters can file a case. Again, I mean, your query is a bit long, but looking at whatever you have mentioned, anyone can dispute it. If few people are getting the property, few are not getting the property, those who are not getting the property can raise the dispute at any point of time. ऐसा भी होता है कि बहुत बार केवल प्रॉपर्टी क्लास 1 लीगल हेयर को इक्वली गई है, लेकिन क्लास 2 लीगल हेयर भी डिस्प्यूट रेज कर देता है कि मेरी मेंटेनेंस का क्या होगा. आज फादर जो क्लास 2 है, जो कि डिपेंडेंट है, जो कि खुद कुछ कमा नहीं सकता और उसको एक सस्टेनेबिलिटी के लिए चाहिए, तो ही कैन आल्सो रेज अ डिस्प्यूट कि सब कुछ क्लास 1 को चला गया, मेरे पास कुछ आया नहीं है, मेरा क्या होगा, उसको वो तो मेरे को देखता था. सो पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ डिस्प्यूट आर ह्यूज.
Nimish bhai, could you go ahead please with your question? Nimish bhai. Just a second. Nimish bhai, I unmuted you.
Yeah. Raj bhai, thank you very much for this informative session. A lot of my questions have already been answered. I'm just going to ask you two things. One is, I know you have suggested otherwise, but this, if your will, you're giving your legal heirs, class 1, distributing your assets between your legal heirs, is it advisable? I know you had said no, but then you always have disputes. Is it advisable to discuss the will with your heirs in their presence? So all together, your wife, your 2 children, your mother, saying, "Hum sabko ye de rahe hain," and you record it on a video or something. Is that
so? If
you explain why, you explain कि हाँ इनको ज़्यादा दे रहा हूँ क्योंकि अभी उनकी पढ़ाई बाकी है. इनको
देखिए, नीलेश भाई,
this one question one.
You, when you are giving everything to your, all the beneficiaries, and you are explaining them, if you are comfortable explaining them, you can do that. There is no bar as such in the law, and they can also, understand based on what you have explained to them. That doesn't mean in future they cannot dispute that. You cannot say that you have said you have agreed to this, तो अब आज की डेट में क्यों खड़े हो गए हो dispute करने के लिए. No, dispute can be raised. But generally क्या होता है, मैं आपको बताता हूँ. हिंदू कल्चर के हिसाब से देखें, अपने इंडियन सिस्टम के हिसाब से देखें, कि यदि आप कुछ लिख करके जाते हैं, आप कुछ बता करके जाते हैं फैमिली को, तो फैमिली उसको एक आपकी इच्छा के रूप में लेकर के उसको मान लेती है. यदि आप कुछ नहीं करके जाते हैं, तो उनको लगता है कि किसी ने कुछ किया है. But dispute can be raised at any point of time.
Okay. My second question, this is my last question. This is hypothetical. Husband, wife, 3 children, 2 girls and a son. Right? This is the Hindu scenario. Apna family. Now, all 3 are married. So, dono daughter to gayi unke sasural. Okay. Father passes away, wills everything to his wife. Wills everything 100% to wife. Let's say. Now mother passes away. She has willed everything to son. Is there any way for the 2 girls to dispute against their brother? They've not given any NOC, nothing. Later, or if they cannot, can the grandchildren, the children of the girls, dispute against their mama?
Yes.
Saying that हमारी right, आपने कुछ दिया ही नहीं है, सब आप सब ले लिए. So what typically, what is the legal stance on this? What is the court's view? I know it takes 10-15 years, but
you are the legal heir. Girls are the legal heir. They can always claim that they have not received anything out of the will. To them, they have to file a case that this will is drafted under the force, under the influence, and we are also interested parties in these properties, so we should get something out of that. They can raise the dispute. Even in absence of them, their children can also raise the dispute because their children are the interested party as they are not there. So they can raise the dispute, no issue in that.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.
Admin, could you go ahead, please? Admin's iPhone.
Yeah. In a partnership firm, after the death of a partner A, and in his presence, means he has drafted a will stating his legal heir becomes a partner, but the continuing partner has the discretion or right of admitting new partners. Will the legal heir through the will become the partner of that firm?
So how do the partner has this right, discretionary right to bring anyone as a partner? By virtue of partnership deed?
Yeah, in partnership deed.
So the partnership deed itself is having a contradictory and conflicting provisions. एक line में उसने लिखा है कि भैया partner includes the legal heirs also in absence of the partner.
No. In the will of partner A, he writes that I am a partner in this partnership firm, and after my death, my legal heir, I would like my legal heir to become a partner. Right? And in the partnership deed, the ongoing partners, they have the discretion or the rights of admitting new partner.
Yeah.
So through the will, can the legal heir become the partner of that firm?
That is what I am coming to. जब भी आप पार्टनरशिप डीड देखते हैं, आप पार्टनरशिप डीड को आप अच्छे से देखिए. पार्टनरशिप डीड में पार्टनर की जहाँ डिटेल रहती है, वहाँ पे साथ में ये भी लिखा हुआ रहता है, and includes the legal heir of the partners also. In absence of the partner, the legal heirs will be the persons who are responsible for this and this. So, if in partnership deed, if you are having conflicting terms, first में आपने partner की डिटेल में लिखा है कि partner includes their legal heir or the representative and every other person, and at the second stage you have mentioned कि admitting, in order to admitting anyone into the partnership, the partners have the right to decide whether they to admit it or not. Generally ये second clause होता है किसी outsider को partnership में लेने के लिए. But if a existing partner का legal heir by virtue of succession becomes the partner, this second clause is irrelevant. They cannot restrict him to become the partner. They have to admit him, they have to give them the valuation. If they do not want to continue, they can dispose the partnership.
Okay, but if the legal heir is not mentioned in the partnership firm,
सब में रहता है. By virtue, by operation of law, it is there. By operation of law, it is there.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Gautam Bhartiya ji, could you go ahead, please?
Yeah. Rajbhai, my small thing, taking one of the previous example ahead, I had a question in mind that in case there are unequal distribution by the testator in his will, there are high chances of potential disputes later on. All right. Thus, is it as advisable to gift the assets before death itself, even at the cost of incurring stamp duty and income tax, so as to avoid potential dispute later on?
So how will you give the gift at the point of death?
No, before death itself. Before death.
आप सिंघानिया जी की पोजीशन पे आ सकते हैं. There is no other dispute. यहाँ आप dispute झेल लो, यहाँ वो dispute झेलेंगे. But practically आप जब will बना लेते हैं और will में provisions दे देते हैं, कुछ 19-21 किसी को जाता है, तो लोग यही देखते हैं कि बाबूजी की इच्छा ये थी, फादर की इच्छा ये थी, पिताजी की इच्छा ये थी, तो let's not dispute it, let's distribute it. Most of the cases. कभी-कभी ऐसा भी होता है कि बहुत ज्यादा differences हो गए और जिसके कारण जो ज्यादा deprived है वो केस फाइल कर दिया. But if you gift it, again, Vijaypad Singhania is the classic example right now.
Thank you.
Okay, if there are no more questions, then we would like to just call for a vote of thanks, please. Would like to call
Ashish, I have posted the link. I don't know whether you have seen it or not.
Can you share it again, please?
Yeah, I'll just do this. Oh, privately chala gaya, sorry. Just a second. These two documents are, very important. आप अपने पास बना करके रखेंगे, अपनी फैमिली के साथ शेयर करेंगे, तो it is going to help them a lot. It is made very extensively और बहुत सारी information जो कि आपको अपनी फैमिली के साथ शेयर करनी चाहिए, वो सारी इसमें दी है, मैक्सिमम उसमें दी है. So you should download this.
Thank you so much, Bhaiya, for patiently answering each and every question. Just like to ask
my pleasure.
Our team members for vote of thanks. I'd like to first call Naveen Bhai. So if Naveen Bhai could come in, please.
I hope all the questions are properly answered.
No, I think you were so patiently answering everything. Naveen Bhai, are you there? Naveen Bhai? I'd like to ask Mahesh Bhai to please give a vote of thanks, please. Mahesh Kedia ji.
Yeah. Thank you, Ashish. In fact, first I would like to thank our speaker, our very own and my very dear friend Raj Lakhotia for an excellent session on will. Dilsewill.com is one of the best sites. Friends, we can see that we had questions for over 45 minutes and very patiently he has answered each and every question. It shows how important this topic is for all of us. It is one of the most relevant topics. Believe me, I have already got requests from the ICUI group, Rajbhai, to host another session as we had only 100 participants for this session. So we will have one more session, friends, for succession will in the days to come. I would like to thank area chairman and our charter chairman, Naveen Kejriwal, for hosting this event. He has been a super dude and making ICBI possible in Delhi was because of him. I'd like to thank you, Ashish, I think Area 5 LAPD convener and the other conveners too, along with Ankit Sodhi, who is also an ICBN. And friends, I would like to give a small story. I would like to share a small story about collective networking. The idea to form ICBI is let's connect with trust to grow. I will share a very personal experience which I just had 3 days back. My sister's father-in-law was suffering from COVID and we required this medicine of Remdesivir urgently. Believe me, we did not get anywhere, even a single piece throughout the city, Kolkata, reaching to each and every owner of the hospital. I just posted this message in the ICBI group. Within half an hour, ICBN and past stabler Madhur Jawar, he arranged the medicine. Not only he arranged the medicine was supposed to be given in black. The owner was not supposed to, he was not willing to give it in my hand. Madhur went all the way from Alipur to Salt Lake, which is around a 25-kilometer ride, which is a big thing for a city like Kolkata. At night, 11 o'clock, got the medicine, handed over to me, and I can just tell you that how this networking works, each one of us, to collectively fight any kind of crisis. So my sincere request to all to please help each other. by being part of Roundtable India and ICBI, and I'm sure we'll make the most of it. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much, Mahesh bhai. Can I ask Naveen bhai to go ahead, please?
Yes, thanks to all of you for being part of this session. Special thanks to Raj bhai for having this session so well organized, and the way you have taken the session. Everyone, I'm sure the kind of response what we are getting on the chats and on the calls, it's really showing the length of this session. It has really impacted so many people, and it's our privilege, guys, to have all of you, and looking forward for many more good sessions like this. So let's have a cheers for ICBI and Roundtable India. Thanks a lot for all of you.
Thank you so much. I'd like to ask Simi Saraf of 181 to please go ahead, please.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Raj Bhaiya and the whole organizer team, host tables, RTI, LCI, to conduct this session. It is really very much informative, and it's not only for men. I think it's equally important for women as well to have such knowledge regarding will and many more things. So thank you, Raj Bhaiya, for this session. I would like to thank whole my team. So thank you so much.
I'd like to ask Sudhir bhai, who has been the driving force behind this Table 311's initiative. Please speak a few words, please.
Guys, I'm really sorry. I would also like to thank LCI and LC 181.
No, so Naveen bhai, in the beginning only you thanked everybody, and once again from side of Naveen bhai and everybody, see, all of us family together did this wonderful event, and thanks once again for this wonderful initiative. Sudhir bhai, could you just speak a few words?
Yeah, thank you राज भाई, बहुत ही बढ़िया सेशन था और बहुत कुछ सीखने को समझने को मिला, और उसके साथ साथ आशीष भाई और प्रतीक और स्पेशली मेंशन अंकित टोडी, जो इतना एकदम आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स आइडिया खोज कर लेके आए, उसके लिए मतलब क्लैपिंग है, और थैंक यू एवरीवन फॉर ज्वाइनिंग.
अंकित के लिए भी मैं स्पेशली थैंक्स करना चाहूंगा. अंकित हैज बीन कंप्लीटली विद मी. माय फेलो कन्वीनर प्रतीक भाई, उनका सेशन था, वो साथ में नहीं आ पाए, बट हमारी पूरी टीम सबने मिलके आप सबके सपोर्ट से. नवीन भाई, एनी क्लोजिंग रिमार्क्स बिफोर वी क्लोज द सेशन?
Guys, I'm really blessed to have conveners like you, Ashish, and my back support in my table has always been like Ankit has always been there, standing side together with all of us. From the day he has joined, he has been actively participating in all the events as such कि जहाँ पे अंकित होता है, हमें ये पता होता है हमारी टेबल में 2 अंकित है, तो दोनों अंकित ऐसे हैं कि जहाँ पे अगर अंकित को दे दिया मतलब we are all set assured कि हाँ भाई आप कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, the show is going to run well. So the way the entire LAPD team and Ankit has taken over the session, I'm really blessed to have all of you in my team.
सुरेश भाई आप कुछ बोलेंगे? सुरेश भाई,
I would like to get comment.
जो अपने LAPD है, personal development, learning and personal development to the core, and for each and everyone, it has been such a nice session, and जो भी अपने presentations है, please share it. It is going to be like we all are going to keep it for our future also. It's really nice. Thanks a lot to everyone who has organized it, and thanks to Raj bhai even.
Ashish, I would like to comment.
Yeah, please, Bia.
I would like to thank all of you for giving me this opportunity. Really, it is it's an honor and a privilege to present this with such a wonderful audience. And the way I was holding patience, and I think all the participants were quite receiving the content patiently. So thank you so much. Thank you for.
Yeah, we were locked down in the first 5 minutes, all 100 participants, and I'm telling you, for the whole event, everybody was glued to the screens. So many questions I had to say, नहीं भैया को वापस भेजना है, अब 2 घंटे हो गए, अब वापस ही भेज दे.
You can contact me anytime.
It is your patience कि हम लोगों के कुछ बेवकूफ के क्वेश्चन जैसे भी क्वेश्चंस आपने आसानी से आंसर किया. It is your patience.
सर बेवकूफी भरे क्वेश्चन से प्लानिंग मिलती है.
अंकित भाई आप कुछ बोलेंगे? अंकित टोडी जी, अंकित भाई. Ankit bhai, unmute करेंगे?
Yeah, I'd like to thanks Raj bhai for such a wonderful session and helping us prepare the so-called Bure Din, and also a great help from ICB President Mahesh bhai, Area Chairman, also a Charter Chairman, ART 31 Charter Chairman, ICBI Charter Chairman, Naveen bhai. But हर जगह Charter Chairman वही है. Godfather of all of our groups. We'd like to thank all of you for this session, and a wonderful and overwhelming response from all of them. We have crossed 100 participants in Zoom as well as same number of participants in Facebook as well. A wonderful session, 1 hour of Q&A session, 1 hour of learning session. It was a great time with all of you. Thank you, Rajbhai, for giving your time.
Thank you so much, everybody. On behalf of the entire Roundtable India, Area 5 and Roundtable other chapters and ICBI, and on behalf of my co-convener Pratik also, I would like to say thanks. Naveen bhai, meeting end kar le?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.